guys, welcome back and thanks for taking the time to join me. I'm going to tell you a wee pattern, wee sea-trout fly for the loughs, and it's called the Lough Shrimp, or just depending where you come from in the country, the Lough Shrimp, which way you like to pronounce it. Now the hook and the vise is a size 10 Amazon B175. I'm going to use a uni thread 80 in red to tie the fly. So just per usual, just come in and start your thread behind the eye of the hook, and then just work your thread down. It doesn't need to be close touching turns at this stage. Just bringing the thread past the point and removing the waist tag. Now the tail's in two parts. The first part is a golden pheasant crest feather dyed fluorescent yellow, and on top you're looking at a crest feather dyed red. So I've two off here. So I'm just going to offer these up to the hook, and just hold the tips sort of way, tilt them to the side a bit, come around with a loose turn and a couple of further turns, and then you can, at this stage, you can put them into the length that you want to see your tail. That's the tail there, and that's the length that I like. So I'm just going to tighten up with a further 3 turns of thread to there. Then I'm going to come in and just trim away the excess around about the length of the body. The rib on the fly is a ultra wire in red. Now I have a wee bit off here. There it is there. So I'm just going to offer this up to the hook. Just come around with a couple of turns to catch that in. The body is going to be a uni mailer in silver and gold in a size 10. So this is the large, a 10. Now this wee pattern featured in the Trout and Salmon magazine recently, I believe. Now I'm just going to offer this up to the hook. I'm going to tie this in with the silver side facing myself, and then just take your time at this stage. Try and keep your turns as close as you can, and this will just reduce any lumps and bumps that you may get in the body. Just work your thread up, just take your time. Just remember you're in no rush. Then we'll just come around with our mailer tinsel. Just get a nice clean turn going at the back, and then just overlapping turns. Up to there, follow it around with my thread. A couple of turns will secure that in. Come in and trim away your excess. Now at this stage there's 2 body hackles on the fly, and it's a black and an orange. Now, these are, doesn't matter what, you can have the black first, the orange, it's up to you. It's the way you like to tie the fly. Now I'm just going to offer this up to take away the fluff first at the bottom. Then I'm just going to offer the 2 hackles at the same time up to the hook, and just catch these in with a couple of nice tight turns here of thread. Then you can come in and trim away the stems. Now just if you're tying this fly, just make sure you leave yourself plenty of room at the front, because you have 2 French partridge hackles to go on here. Now because I've got 2 feathers, I'm just going to take 1 turn at the front, at the shoulder of the fly, and then 2 turns down the body. Now keeping a hold of your hackles, don't let them go. Just come around with your wire, catch in your hackles, and then you're looking 4 turns of the wire up the body. Now just trying not to catch in too many of the hackle fibres. You get up to this stage, just stroke everything back. It wants to go forward, and bring your wire up in front. Follow this around with your thread. Nice tight turns, because this is what's holding the fly together, is the wire. Then you can bend and break away your wire, and then you can just break off hackles at the back. Now don't throw them away. If you're using cock saddle hackles, you'll get another fly out of those. Just bring the thread, just getting the base down for our hackles at the front. Now I may have caught some hackles in, so I'm just going to come in and just with my old Norman Wisdom. And somebody asked me why I call a toothbrush Norman Wisdom. It's because the toothbrush is a wisdom toothbrush. Anyway, next hackle. It's a French partridge hackle, dyed fluorescent red. So I'm just going to strip away the rubbish at the bottom. Just stroke back the fibres to reveal the tip, just to give yourself a tanning point. After this up to the hook, just going to come around with a couple of turns to catch the tip in. I'm going to fold the tip back and bring my thread back up over the tip and the hackle. Then you can come in, locate the tip, you can break it away. Now the turns of the French partridge is up to you. It just depends how heavy or bushy you like this wee pattern to be. Now I'm going to put one more turn on, and that's going to be enough. I'm going to check it first, but I think that should be enough there. Just going to have a wee check. Just going to come back a wee bit. Just not happy with the way that turn of hackle lay onto the hook. So if you're not happy, guys, always go back. Don't continue to keep tying the fly. So a couple of turns to catch that in. Then I want to come in and trim away the stem of the French partridge. Stroke anything that's going forward back. Bring my thread down to the eye and back up. Then we can open the wee French partridge hackle out to get a look at it. So next hackle, another French partridge. And this one here is dyed a west of Ireland golden olive, but like to me it's just a golden olive hackle. Don't go in for all these names. It's just a good colour combination, this wee fly. So much like we did with the first French partridge hackle, all you're looking to do in my view is to create that wee Christmas tree shape. Get your hackles out of the way, then you can come up with the tip of the hackle, which is your tanning point. A couple of turns catches that in, fold the tip of the hackle back, bring the thread back up over the top of the tip and the hackle itself, and just getting a bit of thread down there at the front, and then you can break away the tip. If you do that, the fly will last longer, I think, rather than just tying it on and trimming the tip off. Right, same again, we'll just put 2 turns on. We'll get another turn of this wee hackle, I think. Yep, it's going to have plenty there. Just follow it around with my thread. Right, I'm just going to check because this wee stem seems thin enough for me to fold it back. So if you're going to fold it back, you don't have to do this, you can just fold it back. I like to strip the fibres off because I'll reduce the bulk in the head. I'll just take another turn, then fold the stem of the hackle back, and then just build your head up over the stem of the hackle. Just you want a fairly reasonable head on the fly. You want the red to show through for you once you put the varnish on. Keeping your thread tight, you can break away the stem of the hackle, and then just come in and throw in a whip finish. Do the thread nice and tight, come in, trim away your tan thread. Now, what's the wee fly there? Cracking looking wee pattern. Now, just to finish off, we drop a clear varnish just onto the head. I don't get too hung up, guys. If I do, just put it round right the whole way right round the eye. We can always clean it out I just don't want any of the varnish running into the French partridge, because I'll just stick it all together and I'll not swim right in the water and just come in. Just a bit of waste wire, always have a bit lying about somewhere. I really need to get this desk tidied up, to be honest. So look, there you go guys, that's the Lough shrimp. If you fish loughs that sea trout enter, that's a great addition to have in your box. So tie a few of those up. Hopefully next season, all being well, God spurs us, you'll be out fishing. Hopefully they can catch you a few fish. As always, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. Helps the wee channel out. And until next time folks, stay safe and tight lines.